Okay, Megovanen everyone, and welcome to, well, this is just, it's completely different from the type of reaction videos I typically do, but I thought I would do one of, this is Bgirl India on the right side of the screen, and her opponent is Bgirl Vanessa, and I'm a big fan of Bgirl India. But before I get into that, I thought I would now also like to take the opportunity to ask this question, and I asked this question to my friend, which of course will remain anonymous because I don't want to draw any attention or anything, any negative or positive. I don't know if maybe he's just not understanding me. I can't seem to get an answer I understand from him. So sometimes a lot of times I'll say we disagree, but there are some things we agree. I guess some of our beliefs are a bit different, but that does not come between our friendship. So that's the important part. And I will quickly get out of the way. I don't want to. My question was nothing political. It didn't have anything really to do with that. Although it kind of starts off with, because I had to question about that just to get like the proper definition of it. And I'm not necessarily about what side, that people have. There's whatever, left, right, Republican, whatever, all that. All of that aside, I'm not going to get into that or go into which sides I prefer, because I'm not about that. I'm just more about the bullet points of what all sides have to offer. I go for the bullet points, the actual, I don't even know the word for it, but you understand what I mean by, you have, say you take like Republican, you have all the bullet points of their beliefs, then you take Democrats and then all the bullet points they believe in, and the left, the right, whatever, all that. I don't know which is good, evil, or bad, whatever. I don't look at that. I take a look at all those, look at all the bullet points underneath. I don't know the words for these, I'm so sorry. That's why I think a lot of people can get confused, because I don't know the words for these things. But I look at the bullet points of each of them, and I take what I like. Even long before looking at any of those, I have my own stuff that I believe in already. And so, oh, okay, I see someone can compile a little list here, These are things even before I even looked into any of these things, these are just my belief system. So I never looked at necessarily the factions, the guilds, GUILDS, Fighters Guild, Majors Guild, okay, Dark Brotherhood. I don't look at the guilds. I look at the individual quests kind of thing. You understand? So my question was, because, I think literal. Okay, I guess my point is, first I needed to know, like, okay, so, because I didn't know who is considered conservative or not. And my question was, because I'm just trying to understand, I said, okay, my question was to my friend, I said, like, and so in your personal opinion, does being a conservative equate to being racist? I asked. In general, I noticed that, and a certain famous person was a conservative, because in the article or whatever, the news person said that this person was that. Oh, okay, I don't know. And also I noticed a lot of blacks, Mexicans, and non-whites, etc., seem to bring up this type of complaint to him when they step up to the mic. When they step up to the mic, and when he argues with the people, it seems like a lot of what I said, the blacks, the Mexicans, and just anyone, the non-whites, seem to have a problem with him. What are your thoughts? And he replied, short answer is yes. Conservative. Now, I don't understand some of the stuff he's talking about. He gets a little, like, the words are a little bit maybe just too much for me. Conservative leaning people tend to be more racist, sexist, and all around less inviting or accepting than liberal or just non-traditional conservative people. I understand that. Okay. I said, oh, I see. Yes, it's a bit misleading then, the name. I see the word conservative as in Let me leave audio just so I can see exactly what I mean. And so in short, it was the word used to describe this type of good girl. Bring okay, yeah. See, because okay, I would say like how I'm sure it's with a lot of parents, a lot of mothers. They always want uh, what is best for your child. So saying that, oh, you should bring a nice girl home, a good girl, like, and they always use the word like with my mom. He would say like, yeah, you want to have like a nice, good, conservative woman. My mom is Filipino, who is just a good girl, polite. She's very quiet and nice, that kind of thing. Like if you're watching a movie and you see like a slutty woman or someone and sleeping with other women. Let's take like Sharon Stone from like Basic Instinct, for example. See, that's what I mean. She is not conservative. She will flaunt her body and wear low cut everything. She's not conservative. So that's basically my question. So, see, I said, in short, it was the word used to describe this type of good girl, bring home to meet your mom type girl, conservative, right? I thought the word was if saying in a sentence, she's a very conservative young woman, doesn't have premarital sex kind of thing, doesn't swear, is quiet. As I said, a very conservative young woman. I think that was the word for this. But is it a different meaning, I take it? And he put all this thing. Okay, I think the literal definition of conservative is aversion to change or something like that. Like you don't ever want to change, even in the face of a changing world around you. Yeah, a saying like she's a conservative young woman basically means subservient and docile. I understand those words. Um, Subspecies. Why did you choose for when you made the hybrid of the alien and human? Why did you choose the sex to be female? Well, in Ben Kingsley, I think it was, we decided to make the creature female because they're a little bit more docile and controllable. And later on, what did Michael Madsen say after she's completely out of control? They can't track her down. They're trying to hunt her. More docile and controllable, huh? Because she was not. Species is the name of the movie. It stars Natasha Henstridge. Uh, Docile and obedient little baby maker who will obey my every command without question. No, you're taking it too far. So I get why young men want a conservative girl. But that's not. I said, oh wow, I never understood this word to have bad negative meaning. My mom always says she's like, for example, she's a good girl. Oh, she's quiet and proper conservative girl. She will be good for you, when she's hoping I will, trying to help me find a girlfriend back in the day, type of thing. These are the words she would use. Something along those lines. I never got the idea it meant something bad, like that definition. Wow. I guess it is old school to say something like that. And what my friend put, he said, yes, very old school, hence the never wanting to change issue. Conservatism is illogical in my mind. Change is inevitable, and the longer you struggle against it, the more you prolong the suffering of your populace. But it's familiar, and people don't want to be uncomfortable, so they'd rather stay stuck in their ways and direct their anger at the changing world rather than look inwards to the source of their problems. It's also why so many people throw themselves into religion. It's easy to stay struggling if you tell yourself it's God's plan. What are you talking about? I don't see. It's why the alt-right is so prevalent in our country. There's an old saying, when fascism comes to your country, it will be wrapped in the American flag and carrying a cross. Whatever the fuck that means, I don't. So, and then I put, so long story short, just to make sure I understand all of this. For example, this is just an example I'm saying. I'm using this as like an analogy to kind of help illustrate what I'm talking. The next time my mom brings up in a sentence, let's say, she's a very nice conservative girl, a little quiet and speaks softly and kind and polite. I should say, I learned something recently, Mama. My very good friend let me know conservative is not a good thing. It is the old way of thinking, and it's all around bad. It means stuck in your ways and opposed to change. More or less something like that? I know the words or situation is not exactly, but it is more or less a what if or example just to see if I understand you. And he put LOL, sure. You could say, and he put in quotes, so you mean she's docile, subservient, and Christian? Well, we are Catholic, first of all, but this has nothing to... What are you talking about? She'll bear as many children as the good Lord and I, as her husband, master, commands. Where did all of this come from? And then he goes on to say, as a quote, do you think she looks up to the sky every night as she wipes tears from her crying eyes and thanks sweet baby Jesus of Nazareth that she was born into a Christian household and not some heathen family of abortionists? And heaven help us atheists. As she cradles a baby in each arm and a new spawn curdles in her belly, does she smile or even sing as she sews together white sheets and robes, carves religious insignia onto wood crosses, and tops off gas cans overflowing with kerosene? I don't understand. What are you talking about? What is all of this? I don't understand any of these. Is this from a movie or is this what? LOL, sorry I couldn't help myself. Well, I didn't understand any of it. I mean, you may as well... I can honestly... You know, all I'm trying to say is, so it's not good to have a girlfriend that is conservative and nice and like faithful or any of that. So go for a slutty girlfriend who likes orgies and wears low cut. You're married to her, but yet she will go out. That's my question, and I don't understand all of that. But anyways, okay, maybe I'll just... Okay, I will... just hold on. I forgot to make the sound come out through the headset. So just give me a moment. Yeah, okay. So now I can hear the music. I love this battle. Here we go. You know, I should link this so you guys can see the full, you know, when it's not all nice and big. It's so cool. I love this kind of stuff. I love watching this stuff. You know, they're all good. I like Vanessa, but I just think that India is just in a totally another level. She's Netherlands, just so you know, India, even though she's India and Indian. These two are friends.
Here we go.
I know that Vanessa, she started like in her 20s from ballet to this. And India's been starting since she was like really young, like around 10 or younger.
So India making the decision to let Vanessa break first.
So cool. I love this stuff. Super cool.
Nice one.
And India is just plain insane. And that was quite good, yeah. Like I said, I love them all. Logistics, everyone. India, such power Awesome.
India coming straight out with some flares and a flip, and a freeze, and some head tracks, tapping head
I
tracks,
love it.
footwork. India's not leaving anything to chance today, looks like.
Vanessa, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do, y'all?
Scores coming in. It is India taking this first round 6-3.
Oh, yeah. Yes, nice. Nice one.
Beautiful
Super
round from
cool.
India to finish it off.
These
Super
two
cool,
teams
super
ranking at
cool.
different points in their lives for
Yeah, super cool. So anyways, yeah, I really like that. And also, yeah, that was also my question at the beginning. I don't know if anyone has an answer to that. Like, so I guess the bottom line, conservative is just a bad thing now? Is this the modern world and now everything is gone like the orgy way and just sex with everyone and all of that type of thing? That's my question. But anyways, yeah, that is it.